Have you ever felt like life just keeps knocking you down, one hit after another, until you feel like you can't get back up? This is a story about that feeling, and about a young man named Evan who discovered that true strength isn't about never breaking. Evan lived in one of those quiet, small American towns where everyone knows everyone. On the outside, he was the guy everyone looked up to. Strong, confident, seemingly unshakable. But inside, Evan was falling apart. It started when he lost his job, completely out of the blue. Just a month later, his long-term relationship ended, and the friends he thought he could count on, they vanished right when he needed them most. Every night became a painful routine. Evan would sit alone in his small, quiet apartment, the silence deafening. He'd just stare at the ceiling, the same question echoing in his mind. Why me? It felt like the world was conspiring against him, pushing him down over and over. He tried so hard to put on a brave face, to be the strong person everyone expected him to be. But the more he fought it, the more he felt like he was drowning in a sea of despair. One chilly evening, Evan found himself walking towards a nearby lake. It used to be his peaceful escape, a place where he'd go to clear his head when life was good. But that night, he wasn't searching for peace. He was just looking for an escape from the pain. He sank onto a cold wooden bench by the water's edge. And for the first time, he let himself do something he'd always considered a weakness. He cried. The tears he'd been holding back for so long finally streamed down his face in the cold night air. As he sat there, lost in his sorrow, an old man slowly approached and quietly sat down beside him. He didn't offer empty platitudes. He didn't ask what was wrong or say, "Everything will be fine." Instead, he looked out at the dark water and said, "Life breaks everyone, but some grow stronger in their broken places." Evan looked up, wiping his tears away with the back of his hand. "I don't feel strong," he whispered, his voice cracking. The old man didn't respond right away. He simply reached down, picked up a dry, brittle branch from the ground, and, with a sharp snap, broke it in two. "This," he said, holding up the broken pieces, "is what happens when you fight life with anger and resistance." Then he picked up another branch. This one was thinner, greener, and more flexible. He bent it slowly, curving it into a U-shape. It bent, but it didn't break. "And this," the old man continued, "is what happens when you bend. When you accept, when you allow life to shape you instead of trying to fight it." Evan stared at the man, a mix of confusion and curiosity on his face. The old man smiled gently. "Strength is not about never breaking," he explained. "True strength is about breaking, and then choosing to rebuild yourself, not as you were, but as someone new, someone wiser." With those words, the old man stood up, gave Evan a knowing look, and walked away into the darkness. Leaving him alone with his thoughts, Evan sat there by the lake for a long, long time, the old man's words replaying in his mind. Grow stronger in the broken places. Allow life to shape you. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, a tiny flicker of something he thought he had lost forever sparked within him hope. He realized he had been trying so hard to be the old Evan, the one who had everything together. But that person was gone. Maybe breaking wasn't the end. Maybe it was a chance to rebuild, to become someone more resilient, more compassionate, more human. That night, Evan didn't have all the answers. His problems didn't magically disappear, but he walked home with a different kind of strength, the rigid strength of an oak that shatters in a storm, but the flexible strength of a willow that bends and survives. If you're feeling broken right now, remember Evan's story. It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to cry. Breaking doesn't mean you're defeated. It means you have an opportunity to grow back stronger in all the right places. Don't be afraid to bend. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care.